Hey everybody, welcome back to Stream of Conscious Podcast. Ad. Yeah, that's right, we're doing a small ad for our Fantasy Movie League.
Don't forget to join team and link into our what are we called? Stream of Conscious, where our
Stream of Conscious Movie League.
Join our league and
http://bit.ly/SOC movie draft. Password is SOC League.
that's a lot of typing, so we're just going to put a link down below.
Yeah, bye. Hey everybody, welcome back to Stream of Conscious Podcast. Ad. Yeah, that's right, we're doing a small ad for our Fantasy Movie League.
Don't forget to join team and link into our what are we called? Stream of Conscious, where our
Stream of Conscious Movie League.
Join our league and
http://bit.ly/SOC movie draft. Password is SOC League.
that's a lot of typing, so we're just going to put a link down below.
Yeah, bye.
Welcome back to Stream of Conscious, everybody. We have a very special episode for you today. I'd like to introduce Joel. Oh shit! I thought I had names. I'm gonna come up with the Joel Meat Market Cox. We have Tara Taco Gun Lever, Kristen Ziplock Postava.
So close to our last names.
Wow, no.
You weren't
Lever
right on either
and
one of ours.
Postava.
Lever
allowed
and
to drink.
Postava.
I got Postava.
No, you weren't close
And the Joey
to
Boombox
Postava.
Stout. All right. I said Lever, didn't I?
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
did.
I know
I
your
don't
last
even know
name.
what the hell you said for my
How
last
did I
name.
get Postava?
I don't know.
I did get Postava. I said
No,
it.
you did not,
Postava.
sir. We'll go back and check the tapes. It was not
Dave?
close.
Dave? It's not live.
They won't find out for another month or two.
It's all good.
You know what? You're going to
All
be
good.
so wrong in mid-October.
It's like post office and lava.
So, Joel, what are we talking about today? I think there was some conversation about...
Oh,
maybe
no,
we
I'm out of
wanted to
Ice
discuss,
Clink.
You, sir, are a troglodyte. You're
What?
the absolute worst.
What?
Google it. Stop hitting the table.
Joe's got a lot of rules.
And we First of all,
No
if
clinking
anybody
ice.
in this room does not have a lot of rules, it's this guy right
No
here.
tapping on the table.
I just don't make noise into the microphone that's not radio noise. That's all. I'm not saying I'm not going to constrict you in any other way. I'm not going to stifle any amount of creativity that you can throw out there. I'm just
Unless
saying,
you're clinking your ice.
just
Or
don't
tapping
click
on
your
the
damn
table.
ice in front of the microphone and don't pound on the... If you tap the table... Here's why, because we've had Jonesy on the show before, and Jonesy does this thing where, like, everything that Jonesy says, he has to smack... He's like an old Yiddish woman. Like, I don't know what he's doing there. And as you're listening to the show, you can't hear what he's even saying, because all you get is just constant clap. Yeah.
I talk with my hands a lot whenever I'm having a conversation.
That
and
plays
I have
very
injured,
well on radio, too.
Well,
For the
it's
audience
not
at
so much as
home,
the noise,
Kirsten is
but I've
taking her
injured
hands and
people.
moving them.
See, I've honestly smacked people
She's
in
now
the
moving
face.
her hand forward and backwards. The audience is
I'd like to point out that I'm not the one interrupting you.
I think I cut a
They
kid-
can't see her
I cut a
moving
kid
her arm.
in
It's
the
your
eyeball
putting a
once.
thumbs up in the air. I have to tell the audience what's going on at home.
Don't anticipate getting an entire sentence out for an
Okay.
entire show. Doesn't work that way here.
No, not with Joe. Have you ever listened
Joel's
to the
the one
podcast?
doing it. This time.
Okay.
I've been yelled at too many times for it now. I'm not.
Actually, open that
I will.
door.
I will interrupt you later.
I was
Just not
going
right
to say,
now.
I've injured somebody to the point where they had to go to the doctors. I cut their eye because I was talking with my hands. I didn't realize they were behind me. Is something happening?
I have no idea.
For the audience listening at home, I was trying to nonchalantly get Joe to open the door, but Kristen put it
sorry.
up to everybody.
What the hell's going on?
And her first day
What
on
are you doing
radio,
there,
Kristen
Joe?
is fired.
What's happening?
Behind the scenes is basically a giant game of charades for us. Like that's how this show works. It's just Joel's miming stuff at me and me telling him like every
Okay,
so
it's
often.
been a minute and 42 seconds, so
Actually,
I'll eventually get it.
add a minute and a half.
Oh, good.
I forgot
Oh,
to
good.
I didn't set the timer in time.
Way to go, Joel. You had one job.
I've had actually a lot of jobs today.
Nobody really knows what Joel does, though. Like
And we don't
Joel's just
want
over there clicking at buttons and stuff, and we just assume he's actually working on the show. He could be doing literally anything. He's updating his Facebook status. He could be checking out porn for all we know. No clue what's going on over there.
He's multitasking.
Yes.
He's making the magic happen.
So, Tara, what are we talking about today?
I believe there was some discussion about anal sex. I think that's something.
No.
That was
that's
your
not.
discussion.
We didn't want to.
No.
That wasn't like that wasn't going to be a subject matter. I
No.
thought that was literally going to be the title of the show for today. I thought we were going to. This is the anal sex episode, is it not?
No.
No.
I'm in the way wrong place.
You're gonna need to.
That's what Sarah said.
No, we actually have topics. Go. Did you find one that you wanna that is interesting?
Sure.
We're not talking about butt sex, though.
No,
right?
we're not.
Okay.
All
You guys
right.
are no fun.
We're not. We're good.
A hamburger intentionally topped with a tarantula is attracting customers to a restaurant in North Carolina.
Wait, whoa. What?
A live, well, not
Tarantula.
live, a freeze-dried tarantula on top of
We
the
have that
burger.
here.
Wait, like intentionally? Because
Yes.
isn't this something that the
It's
health
the full-
board
no,
will
but it's
shut
the
you
full-
down for?
We have that here. You can get that in Pittsburgh.
A tarantula on top of the burger.
Right, but it's not a hamburger here. It's the hot dog shop over in Lawrenceville, Sanctuary. It's like $20. It's a specialty
Then you can
topping,
get
and
a
they
bug
freeze
on-
dry a tarantula
And put it on top.
and put it on top of the hot dog. And I
Actually,
assume that
correction,
people-
this one is not freeze-dried, it's oven-roasted.
Oh, oven
that was
roasted
okay.
tarantula.
Well,
There it
ours
is, that's, yes. Joel is showing
That's-
a picture of what it looks like, and it looks disgusting.
For the other listeners
That's
home, if you
huge.
check the video version, you'll see this ugly hamburger.
Or Google tarantula on top of a burger. What the shit is that?
That's
Like, first of all,
gigantic.
this looks like something that if you got that you would then you'd have to like call a 1-800 number and report the restaurant.
Exactly. And
Like, why? That's not an intentional thing. Here's what happened.
then burn the restaurant down.
Somebody ordered a burger and somehow a spider got on their burger and then they complained about it and they went, no, that's how we do it. That's we're a very forward thinking restaurant.
There's literally only one set of customers that's going to order this particular burger, and that's a guy who's
Hipsters?
It's a guy who's trying
Ooh,
to
hipsters. No, I agree. Hipsters.
Yeah, that's
like,
a hipster thing.
get a
right
girl to impress her.
there. That
He's gonna
impresses
spend the
chicks.
And try and
I'm
Here's
doing
a-
it way
Here's
wrong.
a dollar, Joe.
Well, no, now I get. That's not impressing anybody though. That's just a sense
trying
of
to
pride.
impress somebody. I think you would do. I can't imagine somebody doing it just because they like the taste of tarantula.
Well, and okay. In all fairness, though, how many of us have eaten a tarantula in this room?
No hands are being raised.
My guess is,
For the audio
tastes
listeners
like
home, no one has raised their hands.
All right. How much
no.
would somebody have to pay you to eat that hamburger?
And that's the other side of it is you order this, you then have to pay the bill.
Right.
Like you have to
You're
pay.
paying to eat that.
Like-
but your friends are probably paying you because you ate it. I assume. it would
Yeah,
be
I think
better
this is
there.
definitely not one of those things. This is like whenever you go into a place and they say, "Can you eat 3 pounds of gyro meat?" and then you get the T-shirt, or you order like the 64-ounce steak that comes along with a side of fries, coleslaw, mashed potatoes,
tarantula.
and a tarantula.
Is there an amount of money on the planet? Like, what is lowballing it? What is the lowest amount of money
that
somebody
pay
would have to
eat
give
it?
you?
Wait, first let me interrupt and say it's $30 to get the burger.
Okay, and it's a
$30
$20
per
topping.
burger.
In
You get
Pittsburgh
a
if you get it on the
100%
hot dog.
beef burger topped with cheese, chili sauce, and oven roasted tarantula.
You could literally put a tarantula on top of anything if that's what you're going for. Like the burger, selling the burger is definitely not. Nobody's reading whether that burger is made out of Angus or not. Like that's not. Nobody cares. Like you don't care.
Oh, and
It's
The
you
like-
hamburger was 100%.
Nobody's
You
ordered-
get
Right.
you get a T-shirt if you eat the whole thing.
Do you think anybody ordered this
Now,
and goes, hold the tomatoes?
I love T-shirts.
Like it's
As
something
everyone can
very
attest,
particular. No mayonnaise
I'll
on
eat the
that, please.
tarantula, but fuck you, pickles.
as everyone can attest, I have a shitload of T-shirts. I don't want a T-shirt for that.
Okay, Joel.
For
Joel.
$30, you could buy 2, 3, 4, or 5 of your own T-shirts.
Is there an amount of money on the planet that somebody would pay you and you'd eat that and you'd be okay with it? And you could actually I'm on Joel.
Well, no, but I need to answer first because my answer will be 1/4 of whatever Joel's answer is. Whatever number he says, I'm doing it for 1/4 of it.
I don't know if Joel has a number.
I do have a number.
You do have a number? Okay.
I feel
$1
like
million post taxes.
Okay, $1 million
Post-tax.
post-taxes, somebody hands it to
Post-stava.
you, you're good.
$1 million post-stava.
You're good eating that.
Yeah.
You could actually...
You said nothing about keeping it down.
You have to, I would say for like a minute, you'd have to keep it
Yeah,
down for at
I
least
think
a
you have to
minute.
swallow. If you
Yeah,
throw
you
up,
gotta
immediate
ingest
regurgitation
it.
is fine.
Yeah, I can
It's
do that.
okay.
For $1
See,
million?
and you're not allowed to put like no ketchup or anything stupid like you have to just eat
Wait,
it like that.
no A1?
No A1. You
Fuck
can't.
that.
You have
What
to
is,
eat it.
is
Okay,
what
hold
is
on.
the
That's
appropriate
just,
sauce
it?
condiment
Yes.
for
There's so- okay.
tarantula?
No. See on this, you can't put.
It
you
feels like a
can't put
horseradishy thing to
anything
me.
you wouldn't put on a normal burger.
I
So,
put
like,
A1 on my
enough
burger.
Put
A1
some weird shit on
enough
a burger.
A1 like on a normal burger, yes, but you can't slather it in the A1. Could
Yeah.
you? Would you still $1 million is your
For $1
price?
million, yes.
So you're
Would you
going
do
for
it?
25,000.
Wait. I say we turn this into a game show. Joel, would you be willing to do it for $500,000?
No.
Joel, $500,000.
No.
Going once, going twice. No? I would do it. I would definitely do it for $500,000. I would probably do that for. You said the burger's $30.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you paid for the burger, left tip, and then also ordered me dessert, I'd probably eat that.
You're lying.
You're
You're
No.
just saying that because
No.
you're trying to look cool.
Tell her about the Wesson oil.
No, he's
No,
not.
I know about the Wesson oil, but that's not
It
a
doesn't-
tarantula.
The thing is, it doesn't even matter. There's only 18 that they purchased, and there's a raffle to...
There's still 17 available.
So far only 4 people have done the challenge, and
Tara, could you even look at
What's
it?
the negative of eating a tarantula? Like,
you
if you
couldn't
eat
even
like,
look at it.
is there any like? Don't tarantulas have like venom or something? Like, do you bite into the venom
It cooks
sac and
off.
die?
I-
It's not like beer cheese. It's not like.
Venom, Joe. They're gonna make sure that it is edible by the time it gets to your
I don't trust that.
table.
These are people that are serving a tarantula for dinner. They're like, screw these morons. They'll order anything. Except for, clearly they won't because they ordered 17 of them. And how long ago did they order them? Like, I don't want stale tarantula.
That's what your issue is.
That's my
That's
concern.
your issue.
I don't want anything that's been sitting. Push
It's
the tarantula,
expired.
guys. Hey guys, we're having a server meeting.
Okay.
The fish is about to turn, and also push the tarantula because
let's turn
it's
this-
no good past Tuesday.
A little more realistic, because there is a place in Pittsburgh where you can get tarantula on your hot dog. So you're
Ooh,
telling me
let's do this.
we go to eat the Frenchwary. We go to eat there.
And if
right?
we
And
pay
I
for the
pay
topping.
for your tarantula hot dog. I pay for it, and I buy you dessert. You're cool with just downing that,
Eating a tarantula?
because I swear to God, you say yes right now, it's happening.
Listen, I'll do it
You're
if
down,
Joel
it's
eats a
going on.
pineapple pizza.
No, we're not putting anybody else into this. You stated that for the price of that burger and tip and buying you dessert, you would full on eat that hamburger, and I called you out. I called you a liar.
No,
So now you're
absolutely, I'll do
saying,
it.
In Pittsburgh, I'm buying you this hot dog with the
Well,
tarantula.
I guess
You're
that's the end of
eating
the
it.
show. We're going right
That's
now.
it. We're eating dinner tonight.
Are tarantulas venomous? In the face of a threat or perceived threat, a typical American tarantula has 2 lines of defense. It can use its fangs to inflict a bite, or it can use its urticating? Is that a word? Urticating?
Well, it's on there, so I assume it's a word. I don't know.
I
if
think
it's
that's
Did I say the word correctly? Is what I'm trying to
Listen,
say.
you did, and that's actually a fancy word for tarantula penis.
Barbed and mild venomous. Abdominal hairs to cause soft tissue or eye irritation. Fortunately, while painful and aggravating, tarantula's fangs or hairs appear to cause no long-term damage in most cases. You'll be fine, Joe.
Right, slight paralysis. That's
I
totally
have to-
worth it.
I gotta tell a real life tarantula story.
Okay.
So I'm living in Mexico when I was 15, living in Guadalajara, and I was staying in this castle with the people that I lived with because they had some money. And I went to go use the restroom, and you know that's a very vulnerable place to be in the
In the
in any
restroom.
type of dangerous
don't,
situation.
don't use the restrooms in Mexico.
In any kind of dangerous situation, and all of a sudden, you know, you're in the restroom and there was a tarantula in the room with me. Then that was just horrible. I don't even know what I did. I know I ran out of the room, but like it was not a good place to
It was
be.
just hanging out next to the can.
It was
like
just hanging out in the bathroom, and I didn't see it when I kind of went in and sat down.
Did
You
you
know?
run out with like your pants around your ankles?
But yes, I sure did. Sure did. Like, I'll wash my hands later. Somebody come in here and help me.
Because I need to know where specifically. Like, was it on you or
No,
was it just nearby?
It was
on the
across.
wall?
So it was maybe a foot away from me, and there was actually like the top of the toilet seat was like leaned up against the wall because I guess they had been fixing it.
Okay.
And like I kind of moved it for a second,
I
and it
was
was hanging out
very,
behind there, and I probably scared the hell out of it.
You scared it.
I just it
I have
scared me.
this very seedy Quentin Tarantino-esque image of like this dirty, filthy Mexican bathroom.
I
that
did
like,
tell you that it was a freaking castle I was living in, right?
Yeah, no, and I'm
It was
okay with that.
okay.
But that's not
The
what's going on in my
bathroom was
head.
I'm
What's
thinking
going
of
on in
Poppy
my-
Copy from Dave Chappelle,
You think of
where they
what?
take the chocolate syrup and they throw it all over the toilet to make it look like.
It was not a good situation. That was the only time in real life that I've ever been face to face with a live.
I don't think I've
tarantula.
ever actually seen a live tarantula.
The
Like,
zoo?
I've never been faced.
No,
No,
I don't
they
wanna
have them at the
see
zoo?
any.
Yeah, they're in the bat
No.
area. She won't go in because she's.
As-
I've been in that, but I don't remember the tarantula.
As my mother
I
probably
says,
have, but I don't
if they don't play rent, it's got to go.
They don't pay
Exactly.
rent.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another story
All
for
right,
you
let's do
guys.
it.
No, please, yes, fire it.
Very
I like
angry
this.
badger seizes part of 500-year-old Scottish castle.
What part?
Apparently, it was a tunnel in the castle, and
He
they
seizes it?
said that it was very.
I'm the king of this castle now. It is now Castle Badger.
It apparently wandered in from the
On
forest,
behalf of all badgers everywhere.
and then they got a whole bunch of suggestions from people on Twitter of how to like
Feudal system.
get rid of this badger. They said like feeding mushrooms, peanuts, peanut butter.
I just think that if you fed...
Butter? He's gonna
Peanut
get stuck
butter.
in the roof of its mouth.
Exactly.
This place is stupid.
Well, I'm just saying, if you feed the badger mushrooms, that's just going to make it want to stay there way longer. Like, this is the best castle ever.
Apparently, the badger dug through loose soil and stonework and left a mess behind.
You know how to get rid of a badger out of a castle?
Feed it peanut butter, apparently.
You give it a burger with a tarantula on top.
I'll eat the peanut butter, but that's to draw the line at the tarantula burger. I'm out.
I love that the badger. This is like such a hyperbolic article here. Obviously, like the badger seized it. Like there's the whole community of people. Like, what are we gonna? It's not like he's like some monster from outer space. He's a friggin' badger, man.
Badgers are Scotland's largest wild carnivore. Generally not aggressive, but if they're cornered, watch out.
Right.
It's like Joel.
The deadliest of all
It's
animals.
Joel. Joel's a badger.
The badger. Joel the Badger Cox. That should have been your middle name for the show.
Next episode.
Next episode, Joel the Badger.
See, I'm a Hufflepuff from Harry Potter, so the badger's my animal. But it doesn't make sense because badgers are kind of like
You were making
badass.
a joke there. You
no,
really
I am.
feel
I'm
you're a
from
Hufflepuff.
I am.
And I'm a Gryffindor. I'm
she's
wearing
a
a
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor shirt today. Thank you very much.
And
What am
Hufflepuff
I?
is black and gold. You'd be what?
Slytherin.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Joel's
Yeah,
a Hufflepuff.
Listen, I've
Joel's a
never read
Hufflepuff.
any of the books or seen any of the movies, but I know that my answer to me being a Slytherin
Oh,
is screw you
lies!
No, no. A lot of people are Slytherin.
You didn't
was
see
a
the last
trash
couple.
panda.
You mean you did not see the last couple Harry Potter movies?
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
I've definitely checked out Hermione on the
I was
internet
gonna say.
before, but I've never seen the
I'm
movies.
sure you did.
It's everybody.
I definitely follow her on Tumblr. but short of that, I've never seen any of the Harry Potter movies.
But the nice thing is my colors are black and gold, so I can kind of wear my Harry Potter scarf around, and then people think I'm just like rooting for the Steelers or the Pens or the
You're a
Pirates.
hometown
Well, not the
pride.
Pirates because that would be summer, but it's nice. It's nice. Oh yeah, go Pens! Woohoo! Sports.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not wearing my nerd scarf. Never once in a while somebody will be like, Hufflepuff, and I'm like, you're my people. Come be friends with me. It's great.
Go, my favorite sports team.
We're gonna do something different.
I was trying to think of the name of the game that they play, but I can't think of it. Quidditch.
Quidditch. Yeah.
Damn it.
We were
You're
hitting
with
the ball
two
like a
Harry
like a
Potter
ball,
nerds
like
here.
I'm a
baseball.
nerd over a lot of things, but Harry Potter never caught my attention. It's just not one of those things.
No, you're
that-
just
Lies.
like 500 years behind on television shows.
That's what it
Mhm.
is.
Don't bother
all your
with
time,
Dexter's
yeah.
last season.
No, just skip
God.
it completely.
Don't.
All right.
I'm-
That was
I'm
from an
still gonna
earlier
finish Dexter.
podcast, but
We don't even know. We don't know when these things air.
we don't know.
There's so much time travel going on in this,
Or-
in
It's
this
like
show.
Doctor Who.
This is from before the podcast.
Joe,
Joel, I think our show got hijacked here.
Are you ready for the next episode? The next topic?
Yes, please. I am.
You're gonna have to read it.
Oh, wait, do I get to read it?
Nice.
Do I have to
yeah,
read-
you got to read it off of there. There it is.
Oh,
There
oh,
it
wait.
is.
Oh, this
It's
is
your
awesome.
place.
With world's first sex doll brothel caters to those who don't want human touch.
Nice.
What?
Plastic prostitutes, baby.
I actually just watched a video.
Oh no!
about
Wait,
this.
this is great. Wait, first, is that even a? You know the one chick that's like she's had so much plastic surgery to look like a Barbie doll.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yes.
the on the right with the blue hair looks like her. Like at first I would have
No,
thought.
she really doesn't.
First
I
of all,
mean,
these are like
you should-
these are kind of hideous looking sex dolls too.
They're
Like,
called
not-
boar dolls. And
Boar
they have
dolls.
13 female and 1 male sex doll.
Do I need the one dude?
So let's go-
$101 an hour.
Are
They're
you
actually
kidding me?
stepping it up.
How much for the 5 minutes that I actually need?
They're stepping up their game. There's actually a new company. I just watched this video this morning of a sex doll company that's making it completely robotic and AI.
Are you?
So yes, so you can actually, it'll be like you connect it to your iPad, and you can have conversations with your sex doll. It gets to know you.
Wait, Joel's screen. Hold on, and I really want to hear what you're
Yeah,
saying.
sure.
But Joel
No,
is
there's-
skimming through
there's
this
audio-
website,
there's
and I
audio
want you to
somewhere.
slow
I can't
down.
find
So.
it.
Do we really need the audio?
No, I think we're
No, I'm trying to kill the audio because something's playing in my background.
So it like gets to know you, right? So it comes home and it's like, hey, Steve,
that's
how
exactly
was your
what I
day?
need.
And you have a conversation with it. But here's the thing, right? So if you're talking to your sex doll and you insult it, multiple times, it actually starts to get pissed off at you, and it gets to be in a bad mood. And I thought to myself, like,
There's a guy.
if I were somebody who
That's me. I'm that guy.
No.
if I were somebody who had a sex doll, which I'm not, but if I was, I would be pissed off. Like, man, she's getting mad at me. Like, if I wanted that, I would just have like a real relationship.
There's a guy who built his own sex doll and gave it AI. And he will actually proposition it for sex. It will tell him no.
Does
See,
it
and
like?
then I go, well, just get in a real relationship.
Is there like a panel that closes on it? All of a sudden, it's like, nope, not happening tonight.
Oh man.
That's just like a wife.
I know,
It's the
right?
same
Like,
thing.
do I really want my
Lock
sex
down.
doll going? You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Apparently,
know.
this guy bought the dolls in Asia for around $2,500.
Worth every penny.
They worked so hard to get it and to do it.
It's
They
in
never
Germany,
thought,
by the way.
Should we? Should we do this?
They have 70% of people who have went come back.
Oh yeah. Well, they said the dolls only last about 10 years.
I wonder why.
Much like most marriages.
Right?
Can you
10
can
years.
you imagine having to be the person who has to clean the sex dolls?
Oh man. What do you use? You get like a billow or something? You have to...
Oh, you're talking about at the brothel. Oh, God.
Oh.
That's a job? How much do you think that pays an hour?
Wait, didn't your dad have to clean up after people's messes
He
too?
did.
So
That was one of his first jobs, was working in the movie theater, just with the mop and the broom, mopping the
In a billow.
bucket. No. Hey, look, that man just wanted to take care of his family and make sure there was food on the table, and sometimes you got to do some disgusting
Yeah, that's
crap.
how you get into that job.
Joel, why don't you look up how
I
to clean
apply
the
for
sex
that
dolls?
position.
My dad basically said,
No,
I need a job.
no,
He
you
said,
don't want
"Would
that
do
on
this?"
your
He said,
browser
"No."
history.
Like, could you be a fluffer?
No, God, no. Just would you mop up this stuff? Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll do
Here's the
whatever.
qualifications. Do you have crippling arthritis? No? Okay, you're hired.
Exactly.
Oh wait, it said most customers have treated the dolls with respect, but she's already had to replace one.
Oh, God.
What went
The
wrong
backbone
there?
was broken. The customer created.
How big was his
Wait,
wiener?
I quote: "The customer created a second asshole."
You know why? Because here's the thing.
One's not enough.
Every
In 2008, this dude.
What the hell am I looking at? Joel just put something up on the screen.
In 2008, this is the guy that made the sex doll, and it will say no to him. Like he bought a module.
Why would you? That's not the programming you want for
Just
that.
ask girls out; they'll say no to you all the time.
Exactly.
Like they'll constantly say no. It's great.
Oh, I'll give you a couple pickup lines that'll get you there.
Oh my God.
Apparently, that's
awesome.
my word for the podcast.
The
Is
people-
exactly.
I'll tell you, what, the people that make these dolls are very, very like.
Let's talk about when Alice dumped
not
you.
respectful
Wasn't this a
enough, they're
Ryan
very
Gosling
different.
movie? Didn't I already see this? Like, didn't he do?
Hold on, Joel has something to say. Go,
So
Joel.
this is part of the interview. So let's talk about when Alice dumped you, Zoltan. Oh, it went too fast in our relationship. See, Alice's mind was made by blah 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 blah. She's made to pass the Turing test. That's a test for whatever. But she goes.
Okay, and I know what the Turing test is. I'm more
Alice-
worried about Asimov's law in this
Alice
situation.
can dump you and say no. Having a relationship with her is just like seducing a real girl. The only difference is the ability to erase the memory if something goes wrong. How did you feel when
So
she dumped
you
you?
think it's like
Were you
an asshole?
surprised?
But
No, I knew her. I knew her well at that time. He expected to get dumped by the sex doll.
He knew that his creation.
I know.
Wow.
Eventually, it's just not gonna last.
Oh,
She's
this,
eventually gonna get sick of my shit.
this is some like weird science stuff. Oh,
Okay,
that's wild.
do you think in the future they'll figure out a way for sex dolls to get pregnant?
Yes.
Like seriously, as some kind of like in vitro situation?
Yep,
Like in a Blade Runner
Like-
sort of sense? Is that where you're going
I
with
don't
this one?
know.
'Cause-
Yes.
Would the doll be half robot, half human?
The robot will be organic. And it will.
Whoa.
You've thought about this
You had that
way too-
way too quick.
No, because there's
My
sci-fi that
sat
talks
there
about
and
this.
thought about it before.
Joel's like, hold on. I have to be the foremost.
No, there's
media
sci-fi that
expert.
talks about this, about how, like, in the future, like, oh, we can't have children.
Joel listened to another podcast that covers this in depth. I'm certain of it.
No, I
There's
don't.
just some things that a husband and wife shouldn't share. I didn't need to know that you knew that.
Do you think though in the sex doll brothel, do you think that ever there's been like a couple that have come in to have like a threesome with a sex doll?
For sure. Are you kidding? Of course.
Oh, definitely.
Rule
listen, If
43.
you can think about it, it's happened, Joe.
Rule 43.
34.
That was probably the guy that made the second asshole in it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's too many things going on at once. Joel says 43. Rule 43.
That's what the doll
I say
You're right. It's rule 34.
I can't keep up.
It's Rule 34.
Definitely my favorite episode. I don't want this one to end.
I told you to get us on here earlier.
Here's the best part is like you guys came in with like some things to talk about, and we're maybe like an eighth of the way through some of the subject matter you guys have started with.
It's called having a plan.
Oh, I have a plan.
Well,
I have a plan.
very vague.
Well, here's what happens. I will explain this shit again.
Oh, you
Doing
guys
that podcast with Joe is like getting into a car accident. You're in the skid. You turn on the skid, you hit the tree. You turn on the skid, you hit the tree. The only thing you can do is hit the tree, and once you get out of the accident, you go on.
So what you're saying is you really like working with Joe.
Or is Joe
the tree.
Are you the
What am I
car
in
skid or
the
the
analogy?
tree?
What is-
Here's why this I feel like because whenever Joel does come in with like certain subject matter, Joel goes, okay, I've got like 8 things we're gonna talk about, and
then
I'm
you
like,
go
what?
boobs.
Yeah, exactly it.
And then you
Joel's
go
always
boobs.
like trying to gear things towards like, hey, let's talk about
the traffic.
Let's talk about traffic. Let's talk.
I knew a girl named Traffic one time. She had huge boobs.
We're not certain she was a girl for sure. I didn't check, but she did have huge boobs. But you guys came in with like stuff like we're talking about sex dolls and stuff like this is the way the show is meant to be, Joel.
Just not the love episodes where I have clients who used to where I work with. They're like, hey, I'm out.
Joel's like, oh, one of my clients joined the. Oh, she's gone. I scared her away that quick.
Oh my god. All right, what's our next story? What do we got next?
Poop train carrying human waste.
Wait a minute. That's Joel's next nickname for the next show.
Joel Poop Train Cox.
Joel Poop Train Cox.
Oh my god. Poop train. I'm not gonna get past the headline. Of Poop Train.
Oh, why did we not have you guys here for the live show?
Carrying human waste cleared after months squatting in an Alabama town.
Wait, okay, hold on. So
How
like
much
there's
poop did they collect?
wait, no. So
Oh,
there's
wait.
just a train car and people are like going in there and using it as a toilet. Is that what's happening?
Okay, so the mayor of
Hold on. The train goes. Doot, doot. Joel's impervious to my humor, so I'm kind of laughing.
Oh my god.
okay, I can do that. Okay. Poop train.
Poop train coming into the station.
Apparently, in the small town of Parrish,
Come on, get it together.
the
man.
train
Get it
cars
together.
are carrying human waste from New York City, and they were finally emptied and cleared and should be removed soon.
Why was it carrying human waste?
The cars were sitting idle for more than 2 months after a neighboring county went to court to block the train's passage.
the train was constipated.
Constipated, it was blocked.
This is a constipated poop train.
They became the butt of several jokes after complaining that the smell from the train was making the outdoors unbearable.
Like, are there trains going past our country constantly just filled with human waste? Or is
And all
this
the-
something that happens?
Wait, listen to this. Before the train cars were emptied, about 10 million pounds of human waste were on the train that came from waste management facilities in New York.
Where are they taking it? What are they doing with it? I don't understand this.
How do you go without, like, they have to be collecting it at that point. Like, they had to go out of their way to get that much.
Wait, we just talked
It
about
says-
one horrible job. I've just found the worst job ever. I collect poop to put on the train.
Apparently, the landfills in
Like, hey, you've been really good with that mop over here on the set. How do you
How
work
do you
with a
do it
shovel?
with Oh, my kids gotta eat.
wow.
Oh my god. This sounds, I'm sorry.
naked.
Okay.
Apparently, the landfills down in Alabama accept biosolids from New York since last year. And because apparently Alabama and the southern states have a low landfill fees and lax zoning laws.
So basically, Alabama's taking New York shit. We're sick of taking New York shit. Oh my god, so they fill up a whole train full of poop
And take it
and
to
they
the
take
dump.
it to Alabama, where the poop belongs.
It is the elbow of America, so. That's an Aziz's I'm sorry joke if anybody
Oh
doesn't
my
know.
gosh. Wow, that was a great story.
The dump.
That's like a really bad... Can you imagine that version of Thomas the Tank Engine? A very special Thomas the Tank Engine and the poop train.
I think I can.
That's
Oh, shit!
Oh my god. Oh, that was a good one.
Oh.
Alright, next story, please. We got another one?
Oh my god.
I'm looking for one, but did anybody see the story from today? It's not really funny or anything, but
Sorry, we got
about
down
Yeah,
the
let's bring us
naked
down a little bit,
the
can we?
naked guy who no, like no,
Which part of
seriously,
this isn't
no,
funny?
because he killed people. He went into a Waffle House naked with an assault rifle and he in Nashville and he like killed 4 people. I think he injured 6. Like
How long ago was this? Because I have jokes,
seriously,
but I don't
no,
know
it
if it's
just
too
happened
soon.
like
Okay.
no, it just like
Have they
happened.
nicknamed him yet? Because I have some suggestions.
Joel is putting up this story. It's
I just have to say I love Google
Naked
because
guy
I can basically
wow.
just say random shit and it will find what I'm looking for. I typed in naked guy, Waffle House, AK-47.
See, I can't vote, so you put the AK-47, because if you put a naked
Well,
guy
it didn't
Waffle House,
say-
you're going to get a lot
Yeah,
of
naked
scores.
guy
didn't
in
say-
Waffle House isn't
they
enough.
That's
didn't
gonna
say
be-
it
you're
was
gonna
an
get, like, 100 hits on
AK-47.
that.
The Wang Dangler.
3:25 a.m.
Like, what makes you decide, let me go into the Waffle House at 3 a.m, but let me do it
Naked.
naked with an assault rifle.
No, only a
Yeah,
jacket.
those mushrooms at the
He had a
back
jacket
of
on. He wasn't naked.
And, but then he took it off. He took it off. Make sure you get that part in there.
Was it a trench coat? Was he like, was
Dude, just
Where was
imagine
he?
you're like, I just want a $4 breakfast, and this happens.
The worst part is that he was already known by the police for previous encounters, like, so they knew he was not mentally well or whatever.
We know a couple of people in your old hometown that I can imagine having that happen to.
Oh, yeah, like,
Some serious mental illness happening.
messed up.
But-
Well, now I brought the mood
this,
down.
I know, right.
What a
This is
downer.
like, I feel guilty laughing
Trying to
about
get
any
your
part of
Well,
this.
I know, it's
Like,
hard when
oh,
you
man.
hear, like,
That's what
naked
she
man.
said. Was it
Of
for
course.
sure? Was that in the article, Joel? Was it hard?
Just a naked man in a jacket. Jacket and an assault rifle.
Oh, jeez.
Sat in the car for 4 minutes before he went out and did the deed.
Now we need a funny story, because that was sad. I feel
Yeah,
bad for
that's.
those people.
So Joe tried to have sex on his birthday.
That's a good
Okay,
joke.
we're back.
There was tried.
How'd that go?
Well, the operative word there was tried.
Nice.
Okay, I think I found a good one.
You should probably go get one of those robots.
I'd say.
Am I telling
I
no?
did. It was broke up with me. It made me sleep on the couch.
Woman found naked in bathtub eating Cheetos.
No. Okay. How come this one's
How
not
did
on the
that
screen for
story
me?
get up on the internet?
No. It wasn't her house.
Again, how did they find that story about me on the internet? I didn't know anybody found me there.
So apparently, like, this woman just decided to go into somebody's home, get naked, get in the bathtub, and eat her
Were
pack
they,
of
were
Cheetos.
they her Cheetos, or were they the Cheetos of the people that lived there?
And it wasn't 420, so that's not an explanation. So
Did she, like, was she just in the bathtub, or was she taking a bath?
Just sitting in the bathtub with it.
Like, was she, okay, I have a lot of questions about this.
I know,
So-
really. We need a lot more detail. Here's what happened was the husband came downstairs with Cheeto dust all over himself. And his wife went, "Where did that come from?" And he went, "Honey, you're never going to believe what's going
There's a
on
naked
upstairs.
woman in our bathroom. She's just eating some Cheetos.
But I've got this under control. Stay here." How come you never do things like that for me, sweetheart?
And sadly,
This
they
might be
don't
the
answer
problem in
all
our
of the
relationship.
Not this
really
sex
interesting
part, but why
questions.
don't you buy me Cheetos?
Right. One or the other. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm a simple man.
Oh, man.
They said the woman had come home and found her there. When the police came, they noted that the residence had a broken window and a tall ice chest outside underneath the window seal. In the bathroom was a plate of food, a half-eaten bag of Cheetos on top of the toilet, and a bathtub full of water.
Okay, so she was actually like taking a bath and eating
Cheetos.
So,
but they don't know why, and they didn't say whose Cheetos they were.
Did she bring the Cheetos in with her?
Did she bring them with her?
Well, here's the thing.
Because then you got breaking and entering and theft.
So the funny part of the story is not the fact that the woman broke into the house. It's not the fact that she was even in the bathtub. The funny part of the story where it hits is the fact that she was eating Cheetos. So the question is, are there any other foods that would be funny to find somebody breaking in your house and eating in the bathtub? Because Cheetos is an inherently funny
Cheerios.
food. Is it are Cheerios as funny? See, I don't think, like, she was eating Cheerios, I don't think it would be as funny.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
What about Slim Jims?
Honey Nut Cheerios, Slim Jims, that would be good. Honey Nut Cheerios, I'll give you. Any
like Cheetos, like in the bathtub.
Count Chocula.
Because here's the thing:
yes.
she's in the bathtub and she's eating Cheetos, and you're like, okay, I can envision that.
Flintstones Push Pop.
If she was like in the bathtub eating, like, say, like
those ghost pepper chips,
tartare, then you'd be like, that's like she had to get a whole plate and prepare it.
Yeah, exactly.
She put some effort and energy into this.
Those ghost pepper chips.
Right.
Ghost pepper chips. Not while naked, Joel.
That's why it's funny.
I clearly didn't think that one.
Well,
I thought
it's in the bathtub. I mean, that might be the reason why you're hanging out in the tub. It's kind of like a precursor to what's to come.
Okay, what if the tub was full of milk and their Cheerios and Fruit Loops floated?
And she was just eating it with a spoon, like out of the tub? Now that would be funny. If you just filled a whole tub of cereal.
I think
Sweetheart, we're out of milk.
Did your friend do that for a photo shoot with her kids?
And I don't mean just us, I mean the whole town.
She
I had to
broke
steal
into
everyone's.
I think she did.
I don't think they ate it, though.
No, I would hope not. Okay, we don't know if she was the robber or not, but apparently there's this other guy, and he disguised as a 6-pack of water bottles as when he robbed the place.
He dressed up
Wait,
like a
yes,
water bottle?
Okay, so Kerry Hammond Jr. disguised himself with the plastic wrap from a multi-pack of Dasani water bottles
Just one?
and allegedly robbed a GameStop.
It's
Joel
clear.
has to put the picture up because, see, what's the problem with this,
It's
Kristen?
clear packaging.
Yeah, nobody said that he was a smart one.
I'm going to stick this clear plastic bag over my head and hope that nobody knows who I am.
Carrie,
Give me all of your used video games, please.
Carrie wasn't in the line for brains when they came.
This is a
Also,
sticker.
I want you to buy all my games back.
I need all my
full price.
give me all your video games. I need a bag of Cheetos.
And I want $100 for this Wii.
Joel's putting up a picture.
Yeah,
of it.
that's
he's
the guy.
a
I mean, of
winner.
course
You'll
he
never
did
be
that.
able to tell that it was him, right? I mean,
Look at that dude. Of course he's the one that did that. Like, that's what that guy does. He's been planning that for years.
it took years of planning
I'm
for
sick
that.
of GameStop taking all my money,
You really think?
giving me 50 cents for Call of Duty. I'll show them. They'll never know who I am. And he's like running. That's the most running that guy.
Call of Duty should have been the article for the train poop story.
Call of Duty.
He said duty.
Why did GameStop? Georgia. Yeah.
Of all places to rob, like,
I would've
why
thought
would
that
you
would be a
rob a
Florida
GameStop?
story.
Like, GameStop is notorious for underpaying for all the... Like, there's no money in the register at a GameStop. Like, why is that the place you would go into?
I said he was sick of taking their crap. He was sick of them buying
Just
all
like
those video
Kentucky.
games for like 30 cents. I bought it for $42. Here's some store credit.
Okay, here's another one
All
for
right,
you guys.
let's do it.
Okay. Man steals ATV during test drive, hides from police in pond.
Sounds legit.
40-year-old William Cartwright, and of course he's from Florida because that's where all idiots
Florida,
are from,
man.
was apprehended whilst hiding in a pond after being chased on a stolen ATV. He told the owner he was going to take it for a test drive. He was searching for an all-terrain vehicle he had found on sale, and William was just dropped off at the home by another man. The driver left after he dropped Williams off. Williams approached the victim's home and inquired about the blue Yamaha ATV and asked if he was able to take it for a test drive. The victim agreed to Williams' request but told the suspect that he could only drive it to the end of his driveway. William drove the ATV to the end of the driveway, then off the property and sped off in the distance.
The best getaway vehicle is an ATV.
Helicopter. Helicopter's better.
Yeah, helicopter's way better. It was the only thing it was like The only thing worse than trying to get away on an ATV is trying to get away on a skateboard.
Unless you're Tony Hawk.
So wait, it gets even better. So, okay, apparently they called the police, obviously.
Right.
And...
This guy just stole my ATV! I told him only to go to the end of the driveway, and he just kept on going!
The deputy who is nearby spotted him.
No, I'm chasing behind him on foot.
Yeah, and gave chase. As Williams spotted the emergency lights, he leapt off the ATV and ran towards a pond. He hid inside the pond until he exited and gave himself up. How long did he think that was going to last?
I'd like to think that
I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
I'd like to think that he snapped off one of those reeds and hid inside the pond all Bugs Bunny style, where he was just breathing through the straw.
And then he like goes towards a rock, and the top of his head splits in two and goes around the rock. You've all seen that Bugs Bunny cartoon. Don't pretend like you didn't. Bugs' ears go in different directions. Oh my god. Oh. So. Kind of like that story. I saw one on the internet about a guy who went to go check out a washer and dryer, a used washer and dryer that a couple was selling.
And he tried to drive him away.
No, he said, I want to see if it works.
Because they're at the end of the driveway.
He brought clothes with him. He stuck his clothes in the washer and dryer and then just left. He just went in to check him out to do his laundry. He was never intending to buy them at all. And then they put his face up on the internet and they were like, have you seen this man? He did his laundry at our house.
How is that even a crime, though?
I don't know.
How do you report that?
He came in and washed his undies. We thought he was going to buy it, and he never
Can you
did.
describe the suspect? Yeah, he wears a size 34 and a medium t-shirt.
No, they actually took a picture of the dude, so it's up on the internet. It's pretty funny. Let me see if these work. He just goes around to different people's houses. He looks on Craigslist for whoever's selling their washer and dryers, and just walks with his like giant bag of laundry. He's like, I need to check these out, see if they're still good.
We've been after him for quite a while. The boxer brief.
Mainly because we don't really give a shit.
That's
got a new
awesome.
one?
No, but what about your story about the PSSA
Oh my
testing?
gosh, okay. So I am a teacher, and this past couple of weeks has been statewide testing, right? Now we have to actually train on how to give these tests. They're not something to kind of joke about. They're not something to laugh about. We get ready for them the whole year. And one of the things that you need to do is while you're giving the test, you have to do something called actively monitoring. So you're walking around, you're not allowed to help the kids, but you can say like, all right, good job, Timmy. Like, keep it up. Hey, everybody, make sure you're reviewing all your answers, right? And that's basically it. You shut up and you walk around.
Just positive reinforcement.
And if they need, so you try and shut up for the most part. You just walk around. You make sure they're not on the wrong section or they're not cheating, and that's it. And then when they're done with the test, you collect them, you give them back to the principal, and you're done. Well, in Pennsylvania, a teacher, and I don't know if it was a male teacher or a female teacher.
It was a male teacher.
He brought in a grill in the middle of testing. Like the kids he read the directions, started the test, and brought a legit griddle into the classroom and started making pancakes for the kids.
Pancakes.
Right? So
I wouldn't be thinking about shit, but pancakes.
Like we feed the kids before the test. Like they're eating. We make sure that they have some food. In their system before it happens. But like you feed the kids before the test. You can't just bring a griddle in. And everybody got outraged. Like, we can't believe he's getting into trouble for this. Like, are you kidding? What an idiot. Like, he knows that he can't do things like that.
I'm totally not on your side on this one.
No, so, I want to hear why, but here's the thing. So he did get suspended for it. And
for making pancakes?
Well, he said you're supposed to be actively monitoring the kids. And you're supposed to not be distracting them. Now, my kids, they have, like, the attention span of a gnat. Like, if there's a bug flying in the room, they're like, oh my god, it's a fly. I've never seen one of those before. So, bringing in a full-on grill, like, you got the smells, he's like, flipping it. You're not going to be focused on your test if your teacher is cooking while you're taking the test. And then his excuse was, but they were whole grain. Like, no, man. Like, that's just crazy.
Joel just made a face at whole grain.
Joel was like,
he didn't even
I
realize
don't
he
care
did
that
it.
he was cooking them during the test, but you're gonna make those healthy,
Joel
crappy.
just switched gears. Joel was on my side
Might as
here.
well been
He was
quinoa.
like, pancakes? What's wrong with pancakes? This guy's a hero. National treasure. They should have gave him a raise. And then you said whole grain, and Joel went, screw that guy.
He's an asshole.
What
No.
a douche.
So okay, what's your issue? You're saying no, he should have been fine because he was cooking during.
I'm
the
not
test.
saying it was necessarily right. I'm not saying it's a suspension or fire-worthy sin. The dude made pancakes. Was he wrong? Maybe, maybe not. But they should have pulled him aside and went, listen, Doug, you can't make pancakes while the kids are taking their PSAs.
It's not whole grain pancakes. Make them good pancakes.
I don't think you fully understand. See, these tests are like locked down. We can't get near them. They're like locked in.
But it's not the test. He made the
room.
pancakes. It's not like he made the pancakes and put the notes in the pancakes.
Right, but we have
If the
to,
answer's
like,
on the pancakes, I understand.
Technically not
We have
cheating.
to ensure that the children aren't cheating. And if you're not focused on what they're doing because you're flipping pancakes over in the corner,
Okay, I want to ask you this. I want
I-
in your heart of hearts.
yes,
I feel
You
like
need to
she's
answer
ready to answer that.
completely
I
honestly.
will answer your question completely honestly.
Little Kristen Elizabeth Postava. Cheat or pancakes?
Wait, what's the
I
question?
don't think
Are you
Joel
going to
understands
cheat
the options.
or are you going to eat pancakes?
I'm definitely going to eat pancakes.
Okay, no kids can think about cheating when there's pancakes on the line.
No, but exactly, you're going to be thinking about pancakes. You're not going to be thinking about the test.
You're definitely going to be. Listen, I'm telling you, if somebody in my hallway.
Wait a minute.
If-
Joel, I think, really believes that the options for these kids was either eat pancakes or cheat on the test. I don't think Joel realized there's a gray
There's a
area
gray
somewhere
middle
between
area.
where they just take the test.
I mean, I know me. If somebody down in the if I was in one hallway and somebody was cooking pancakes in the next hallway, I'd be like Toucan Sam, where the nose knows, and I'd be like, "Who the hell's making pancakes?" And I would follow that down to wherever it was, and be like, "Do you have extra?" Because I would want
Right.
pancakes. So
I
not
brought my
only-
own maple syrup, coincidentally.
And you all know it. You know those people that burn the popcorn in your
Yes.
building,
Oh, those
and then
are
your
the
whole
worst.
building smells like popcorn the whole rest of the day. So you can't tell me that the smell of the pancakes wasn't drifting to other
Now,
classrooms.
if it was
And
fish,
the kids were like, "Why aren't we getting pancakes? Mr. Smith's class having pancakes while they're doing their PSSAs."
Mr. Smith's class didn't cheat like you little bastards. That's why they get pancakes.
You know, though, we don't know for sure that he wasn't cheating. We don't know for certain that he wasn't giving these kids answers. You ever see that that pancake artist where they draw pictures of he could have been putting all the equations and stuff in these pancakes, and you just could do a little flippity hippity dippity, giving the kids the answers on these ones. We don't know for certain that's not the way that went down.
For those listeners know, Terry and Kristen are talking behind closed doors.
Yeah, that's
Well, Joe rambles on.
illusion.
Yeah, why do you have to ruin it?
Because they can't see!
Okay, I have another story for you
Alright,
guys.
let's do this.
Holy guacamole! Man jailed for 50 years for $1 million fajita theft.
$1 million? How many fajitas do you have to steal?
I mean, is that all
Where-
the toppings?
This-
Okay,
some
hold
place in
on,
the
hold on,
UK.
hold on. Before you start, you want to take an over or under on the pizzas.
What do you mean, on the
on the pizza?
fajitas?
Remember the $3,000 pizza oven? And I said it was 375 pizzas that paid for the oven?
Oh, okay, all right.
For the number...
Are we trying
Oh,
to figure out
no,
how many
wait.
fajitas?
These guys don't think I understand what's going on here.
I
This is
don't
several
understand.
episodes ago. Joel and I had a discussion as to, I said that a pizza oven, that we used to sell one for like $3,000 some, and how many pizzas you have to eat for that to pay for itself kind of thing. Like how much money do you have to make pizza at home for it? So what we're doing here now is Joel's going to throw out a number of how many fajitas he thinks.
No, I'm asking you. We know the answer was 375 pizzas for the pizza oven.
Okay.
Do you think it's going to be more fajitas or less
Oh, way more.
fajitas?
We said
Fajitas.
over or under on the fajitas. You know what though? I'm kind of weird because I think that maybe the markup on fajitas might be higher than pizza. Although pizza has a pretty high markup. I'm working everything through here.
And then the second
Give me the
question
ingredients
is,
list
are we
on
talking
the
Taco
fajita.
Bell fajitas or are we talking Patron fajitas?
Oh, no, I
Taco
think
Bell
we're giving
doesn't
away too
have
much.
the damn fajitas.
Too much.
It doesn't
This is-
even
Taco
matter.
Bell doesn't sell fajitas, Joel.
That's too much info for me to judge my answer off of. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go a little more blind on this one. So over under, what did we say? It's 375.
Yeah.
Is that what the number was?
Over.
Under 3. Oh, I'm going to definitely go over.
Way over.
I'm thinking well over.
I'll take the under.
You're going to take the under?
No way.
You're an insane man.
Absolutely.
How many
okay.
fajitas did the man
Anyway.
steal?
Well, it was
The article
over a
finds
period
it.
of 9 years. He had stole $1.2 million worth, and apparently he worked for a juvenile detention center, and he would buy them, saying that it was for the center, but then he would take them and sell them himself. and it just kept getting bigger and bigger, and he apparently took off for a doctor's appointment, and on that day they got a call from the meat supplier saying, hey, we have your 880 pounds of fajitas. And they're like, we don't serve fajitas at this facility. And they're like, you've been buying it from us for 9 years.
Oh.
So they went to his house, and it was just, his refrigerator was crammed full of just fajitas.
This guy's a genius. He's an entrepreneur.
Okay, you said how much is the order for?
Well, that was just one order. It was 880 pounds.
Okay.
I mean, how many fajitas
I don't know
do you
how
make with
frequently-
880 pounds
All right,
of
let's
chicken?
assume that the average fajita is, we say a whole pound?
Sure.
Right.
I mean, for easy
That's
math, or
obviously
should we
way
go-
over, and that's one order 880. So that's significantly more than your pizza
That's, I say,
situation.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
you
I
took the
want-
over. I had to take the under. We can't both have the same answer.
Now, the thing that gets me, yes, this is a theft, and it was over $1 million. But the guy got 50 years in jail
You really
for
like
stealing
you go to jail
fajitas.
and you get put in the room and you got to wear your little orange jumpsuit.
People do less time for murder.
Right. Some dude's gonna come up to you and he's gonna go, "What are you in for?" And then like the dude next to you is
Oh,
gonna be like,
no.
"I shivved a man with a screwdriver. What are you in for?" And he's gonna go, "I stole fajitas."
Oh, he's gonna...
The only person
Like
in a
a lot
worse
of them.
situation is the dude that's in there for 60 years for smoking a joint.
And now he's...
That's
Oh,
bullshit.
man. Poor guy. All I keep thinking is he's gonna be a stuffed burrito now. A stuffed burrito now.
Oh man.
Poor guy. He said, it was selfish. It's all started small and got bigger and out of control. It got
That's
to the
what she
point where I
said.
couldn't control it anymore.
That's what she
Just
said.
couldn't control it. I just needed more fajitas. Once I started down the fajita path, just kept
It
getting
sounds like a
worse and
skit
worse.
from like a TV show.
Right.
Oh,
Started lying to my
The
family.
Fajita Prisoner, starring Matthew McConaughey.
I gotta have it.
you shouldn't have said that because now it'll get out there, and the next thing you know, 2 years from now,
Starring Academy Award winner Vin Diesel.
Oh man.
For all the listeners
I
home,
brought it back around, Joel.
for all
I
the listeners
made it
home,
back to
I'm
the
shaking my
Academy
head like Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite.
Dynamite.
I knew Academy Award winner Vin Diesel was going to make another appearance. I knew it.
On a side note, how much fun would it be to eat fajitas with Vin Diesel?
He's vegan.
Oh man.
Well, why'd you
Or
have to
we
learn
could
that,
have
Joel?
Tofu fajitas. You can make tofu with anything
Ugh,
now.
no thanks.
I did a fajita, but I don't want any meat on it. You bring any meat on my fajita, I kill you. I'm Academy Award winner Vin Diesel.
That's cute that you keep saying Academy Award winner.
He says this
like
for
it's gonna make it
everybody.
real.
He says that's for everybody.
I mean,
Not
Hector,
everybody.
Vin
I
Diesel
don't
would be
include
very
the
happy
Academy
about
Award
that.
winners.
Hector from the Fast and the Furious is an Academy Award.
Hector.
Alright, what do we got next? Anything?
There's going to be so many cream cheese jokes during that guy's prison time.
I'm trying to look for something interesting. Let's see. Did anybody watch Smallville when it was on a million years ago?
Did not.
Superman show.
I was a Lois and Clark person.
I know you love that show, right? That's how
No,
you guys
I watched
know.
Lois and Clark, but
I watched
Oh,
Lois
oh.
and Clark. The new
still
Adventures of
Superman. It
Superman.
doesn't- But anyway, one of the main stars from that show has been arrested for sex cult ties.
Yes, I heard the story.
Whoa.
I know the
you
story.
already know.
I saw that. I didn't read the article, but I
Who was
totally
it?
saw that. The girl.
Her name's
the
Allison
blonde.
Mack. She played.
Yes.
I can't think of the character name.
Doesn't matter.
But she has been indicted on sex trafficking conspiracy, and conspiracy to commit forced labor charges.
See, and that's why they have
So-
those
she
She
was
forced
like-
women into sex slavery
Here's
and
how the
took
shit-
collateral from them when
here's how the shit-
compromising pictures.
Here's how the shit went down. So, you and Kirsten would join this self-help thing to help you become better executives. So then they go, oh, well, we have this special program. It's going to cost you $5,000. So you go, okay. To prove your commitment, we need nude photos of you.
And then they would use that as leverage.
Yeah. And then she would basically pimp them into this whole sex ring of executives. And because they had the photos, they didn't want to say anything.
And that's why they
Oh, I'm
have
sorry,
sex
listen.
doll brothels,
But-
because then this stuff doesn't happen, right? So we should be less judgmental
Let's-
of the sex robots.
Let me just say that there's like a 70% chance that somewhere on the internet there may or may not be a picture of my wiener somewhere. Now, if somebody comes back and says, "Hey, you have two options: either we're gonna sex traffic you, or we're gonna
Either you can
expose
really
you
zoom
from
in and
your
try to
exposure."
find.
You're like, enjoy my wiener.
You're like,
As
Let me
zoom
send you
in,
another picture because that
zoom
might
in.
not have been my best angle.
Tara
Yes.
said you gotta zoom
Zoom
in
in.
and zoom in.
Right.
So you're moving.
Oh my god, that looks like a penis, only smaller.
Yeah, apparently she was
I
part of.
thought it was a piece of dirt on my laptop.
She's part of a secret organization
Oh, it's like a baby bird being
called
born.
the Vow.
Mm-hmm.
Like
The
Joel said,
what?
it was called the Vow. It was a woman's empowerment group. That was the guise of it, and then they would record confessions of past crimes that these women did or supposedly did
Yeah, crime,
And
sexual.
to
events.
blackmail them to stay into the group.
But it was like, in order to become part of this program, we need to have your ultimate commitment. So we need to know everything.
That sounds like somebody's taking a pee right now.
For the audience at home, Christian just squatted a spot,
not tell
and
me
is
you're
pissing
making
on
up
my
the
floor.
I put it
Right.
on a train.
Let's just assume we record this episode in the bathroom.
No, my rug is now yellow. It was white.
That is some sweet berry wine, thank you.
Apparently, she directed the women to have sex with, I guess, the guy who was in charge of the group or the
Yeah.
Directed.
and required them to remain celibate, not masturbate, and grow out their pubic hair to please him.
What?
She
Yeah.
also allegedly made them participate in readiness drills, which required them to respond to their masters any time, day or night. They were sleep deprived and starved to the point that they stopped having their menstrual cycles.
No, you just made it sad.
Poor,
Jeez,
man.
even you could ruin sex trafficking.
She was Chloe. She was Chloe on Smallville. That's what.
That's
Can we get a picture of her? I want to see what this chick looks like.
terrible. She's
We
got
did-
like short blonde
I want
hair.
to talk
Put
about
a picture of Allison Mack.
Can we talk about for a second the Fuck Fun Co. conversation that you and I had at one point in time? Do you? So I'm taking.
Well, how
we're
are
going.
we getting into this from the sex trafficking conversation?
No,
We're
because
just-
here's why. Because
Okay.
well, I don't even know why. I'm taking a Joel turn here. This is one
Alrighty.
of those, I'm changing gears drastically. But
Uh-oh.
here's why. Because I want to talk about it while you guys are on the show, and it was one of those things that was just on top of my head, and I don't know when we're gonna have an opportunity again. And it's
There
only
she
getting
is,
further
look
and
at her.
further away from. Yeah, she does not look like a sex trafficker.
What does a sex trafficker look like?
Hector.
Hector.
Looks like a sex trafficker.
You are
Do you
a
know-
racist.
No, do you know
asshole.
Hector?
No, whoa.
Do you know
Have you
Hector?
seen Hector? Hector looks like a sex trafficker. Like,
I'm
What is his real name?
No, see,
Noelle goes.
Yeah, I was like-
little blonde. She is a sex trafficker. That's what a sex trafficker looks like.
What's his name?
No, that's not
I
it.
can't remember what his real name is,
It's
but he
Noel.
plays
Hold on.
Hector in every movie he's in.
Yeah.
Which we looked it up
6.
several episodes ago.
I know him.
Well, and then there was a couple more because there was some where like his name was Hector or something or other, and they only had his name listed as whatever the last name was.
Hector, Chef
But
Boyardee.
you know who I'm talking about. Everybody
I know
knows
who you're
who
talking
Hector
about.
is, right?
The one's like, I had a
Right.
friend.
Gulia, that's what it was.
Guliela? Good.
That guy's awesome.
Here's the best part.
Guglielmi.
If you go all the way to the bottom,
Academy Award winner Noelle Guglielmi.
Guglielmi.
his
Guglielmi.
nickname, you'll never guess what it is.
Hector.
Yes.
Okay,
Wait.
so
It's not there this time.
oh, it was definitely there earlier.
Yeah.
It's probably under trivia or something. Whenever you go into that, we're not hunting down where his nickname is. We all know it's Hector. Anyways, so
He does not look like a sex trafficker. You look more
What?
like a sex trafficker than he does.
I'm not saying
That
you're
guy
wrong.
looks like a
that
sex
guy looks
trafficker.
like
No.
The guy
They
with
should
the
have-
Aquafina
No.
on his head.
Robert. The dude.
The guy with the Aquafina.
He
on his
wish
head.
he could get into sex traffic.
Get it right, it was
Aquafina
Dasani.
GameStop.
We love you, Dasani.
When Joel, we were planning out. Well, not when we were planning out your birthday. Whenever I was looking into birthday gifts for you, and I had a couple ideas of a few different things that I wanted to do, and I really wanted to do something that I thought was gonna really show thought. I didn't want to just give you something that was gonna be just like, here's your gift, like. And I knew I was making the cake for you, but I was kicking around the idea, a couple different ideas, and I won't get into all the stuff that I kicked around, the ideas that I thought I had, but then I had, and you already know this, and I wasn't going to rat anybody out, but I had an idea, and then Jonesy was like, hey, what do you think about something? And I said, this is my idea, you can have it, because I came up with the idea of getting you, oh, we haven't talked about this, the audience doesn't know, I got you a Funko Pop of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, before, because I know you have literally a wall of probably well over 100 Funko Pops out there.
No,
They're
I
all
don't.
terrace.
There's a ton of them
Like,
out there.
They're not 100. There's
There's-
probably like 40, and then I have like 7 or 8.
It feels like there's more out there.
I'll be right back.
Some of them
No,
are
Oh my
no,
gosh,
no,
no.
no, because I need you
Half
here
of
for some of this. Because if you have a picture, I say put it up on the show. If we
Tara
can.
collects the Harry Potter
Funko Pops.
And that's,
Okay. Well, there's at
Funko.
least 6 of them are Harry Potter. So, but I didn't know that, but I did know that there was a ton of Funko Pops, and I know that you are a Funko Pop kind of guy. So
Here's the funny thing. Of all those Funko Pops, I bought 2 for myself.
out of all of those,
Yeah.
that's insane.
I've got most of them out of like boxes or people just giving them to me.
Loot
I've
crate,
bought
baby.
2 Funko Pops
2
in my
Funko.
life.
Well, so I go online and I'm looking at Funko Pops, and I find a design your own Funko Pop.
awesome.
And I am like on cloud 9. I go, this is the best thing ever. So I was on Funko Pop. I'm on my phone. I'm at work. I was secretly, literally I'm at my desk, and I'm doing this under my desk so that nobody will see me.
Oh, so that
checking
looks
out Funko
good.
Pop. You're right. Well, that's better. At least they know, they think I'm working.
I'm
so I'm looking
masturbating.
but
That's what I was gonna say
Well,
too, Joel. Thank you for saying it first.
You know what though? That's like how that's like the sea turtles and stuff. Like they're just acclimated to my environment. Like they just go, oh, Joe's beating off again once a day, and then I get back to work.
There are sea turtles at your job?
You're not following the.
I'm missing something.
Let's take a pause, okay? We got a
Okay.
Funko Pop story to tell, and
Great.
And the show's
I
get,
just am picturing you with a bunch of sea
the show's
turtles
getting
swimming
very
around you while
pregnant
you're
at
in a
this point.
cubicle. I don't know what's
Anyways, so I look up the Funko Pop thing, and I design a Funko Pop that looks like Joel, and so then immediately my first thought is, has anybody done this before? Because it feels like a very obviously Joel thing to do. So I took a picture, like I took a screenshot and said to Tara, does he have this before I waste any more of my day and potentially get busted not working at work? So and she, no, we
Which
don't
you've
have
just
any.
done to yourself right now.
Well, I don't give a shit. They don't listen to this show, and prove that I wasn't working because you know. So I send her the thing, and I go, yeah, no, he doesn't have it. So okay, so I'm like, I go on and I try to order it. Only you can't order it until you create a password and a username. So I can't. It will not let me. No matter what I do, it won't let me put in a password. It won't let me create a password. It won't. It keeps kicking me back out, and it's taking forever for it to not let me do it. So I send it to Tara and I go, hey, please do me a solid. Go on, create a password. What was the password I told you to create?
Joel sucks. Fun.
I said, if you design this and create a password that says Joel sucks 1, I'll buy this for Joel's birthday. So like 20 minutes, half hour later or so or whatever, I get a text message back from her saying that she was not able to do it. It won't let her create a password either. And I'm like, so we both were like, this is bullshit. And I think you said it first. You were like, fuck Funko. Fuck Funko.
I didn't mean it. I love you, Funko.
Bullshit. Fuck Funko. Wait, because I'm not even done. So I finally, I get home and I go on my computer, and after fighting back and forth with it, I'm finally able to create a password for Funko, because their website is bullshit. I get on, I create it, I go back into, because it did let me save the Funko that I created. Only it turns out I didn't create a Funko. I created like a sticker or something. Like it was just an image of the Funko.
Oh no.
But it looked like
Wait.
it was going to be the Funko.
But between me coming up with the idea and me finding out that I did not create an actual Funko Pop, I gave away my ideas, all of my best ideas for Joel's birthday gifts, to other people. To really pretty much just the Jonesy. All my other ideas were kind of subpar. And I didn't want to rat Jonesy out. I wasn't going to say it, but Jonesy told Joel already, so I'm cool with it. So I go online and I get this, and I'm like, it won't work. And then that's whenever I scoured the internet and I finally found they make a plain little blank Funko that you can paint yourself. And I'm like, well, how much aggravate? And I didn't realize they were vinyl. I thought they were like ceramic or something. So I go online and I'm looking up videos and stuff, and this dude he paints one and he's like, this took forever. It was like 2 hours, and I'm like, 2 hours? Like I got 2 hours to spare. You can paint them. You can do marker or you can do acrylic paint.
What did you end up doing?
I ended up on acrylic paint.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't that bad. So I got the acrylic paint and I start painting this thing, and as you paint it, it's like the paint, you have to do several coats.
That's anytime you use acrylic paint.
Well, I didn't realize that
Yeah.
because the dude on the video was like 2 hours to do this, and I'm like 2 hours.
And
I mean,
then
this is easy.
the best
because
thing to do is once you put on a coat of paint, you just get a hairdryer, and then
by the
hair
time
dry
I was done painting, where I started
it
was
was already
pretty much dry.
Okay.
But it was just so many coats of paint
Right.
that I ended up having to do. But all said and done, I think it came out really well.
It was great. It was really great.
And there was this program that you can
awesome.
do online where you can print out the box.
Cargo pants, and it's got a little
It
laptop.
really, it does. It looks.
Little red polo shirt.
Came
it's
out
adorable.
looking a lot like. And really, you know what? Joel used to wear those maroon shirts all the time, and he never wears them anymore. And I was like,
No, he
what?
does.
No, I wear
He
them
does.
whenever I'm not going out from working out in the yard. Those are my. I don't care if the fuck what happens to these shirts. I've got 5,000 of them.
You're basically Bart Simpson. Like you wear the same clothes all the time.
Eat my shorts.
But so after all of the aggravation, and I literally spent the whole week I've been working on my arcade machine. I wasn't able to do. I wasn't able to work on the arcade machine because I had to put it on pause to do this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up getting the Funko Pop done, and I like to think that Joel was a smash hit.
It was.
I think that
fantastic.
it came out really well, but all said and done, fuck Funko.
No, Funko's amazing. I'm sorry.
Oh,
we love
you-
it.
Their website definitely does
We love you,
need work.
Funkos.
What a bunch of bullshit, you lily livered.
Especially all of your Harry Potter Funkos.
They're not giving you shit. Funko's not.
Hey,
you
you don't
think
know who's
Funko's
listening to
supporting
this
us?
right now.
Fuck Funko.
You have no
I'm pretty sure
idea.
Funko's not listening.
Yeah, Funko's not one of our viewers. I don't think Funko.
And
after
after all
working
that-
their website, I don't think Funko knows how to work
Aw,
in
it's
it.
so cute. Their little
There he
Funko
is.
Pop.
There he is. I'm gonna
There
Twitter
he
that out
is.
later, so you guys can
It's
check that
so
out.
Cute.
Check it out on
And here-
streamofconsciousnesspodcast.com. You can also find it on our Facebook page, and of course, if you go onto our Twitter account and you scroll back far enough, you may find it yet again under SOC_podcast. Did you have something you want to say?
No, I was just going to say that your
your
DeLorean Back to the
Birthday
Future
cake.
birthday cake also came out excellent.
Thank
It's great.
That's,
And it tasted
It's
really
great.
good.
And
I didn't even. I think I barely took a bite of that cake. Honest to God.
the girl who was helping as our party
She was
host,
awesome.
she was amazing. And it was really funny because we came in for Joel's. If you don't know this, Joel had his 40th birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese.
Live
If you
show.
didn't hear, from the earlier show. But the girl when we came in, she said,
She thought it was a typo.
Is he really 40? Because we brought in a balloon, and she said, "Oh man, I thought I was tripping. This is gonna be great, no problem." And she took care of us. She gave everybody sodas and ice cream, and just really
No,
took
she
care
was.
of us.
She was really
great.
fantastic.
But,
she was fun, and she
loved that
killed
cake.
it in the dancing.
she thought that you did a great job, and she, like I said, I gave her a slice so that she could go back and eat it, but she really liked it.
Yeah, we had a blast there too, and it was a fun time. So, is it
Our
that
time is
time,
up.
Joel?
I think
Is it time to wrap it up?
It's been time to wrap it up like half an hour ago. But like, keep on
I know.
going, keep
Joel's
on
getting ready to
going.
wrap it up. He's like, it's time. He keep tapping his watch, and I was like, 10 more minutes. Like a little kid, like you're trying to wake me up. To
So
go
don't
to school
ever
in
tell
a
me I never let you go further than you want to go.
Right.
This is a lot of
That was
fun.
at least 15 minutes
We
ago.
hope
and
you
told me
enjoyed
that.
this extra
Yeah, this
long
was great.
episode of Stream of Consciousness.
I feel
awesome.
like you. I don't think Joel even talked this whole. Special guest today was Joel Cox. Thanks for joining us today, Joel, for this episode.
We have Tara Lever, Kristen Postava.
You want to mispronounce my name?
Just I
Stat.
We got Megan Smith over here. Did I pronounce that right?
thought that was the name of his sex doll.
Oh, she's Irish. I like it.
And disco.
Night, everybody.